Good evening, and welcome to the last episode of the Seneca Scout for 2023. In today's show, we have sports, local music, and much more. I'm Cadence Kilhoff.
And I'm Caleb McGill. Just yesterday, Seneca Valley held its 10th annual STEM Alumni Day. The senior high science department hosts this day to show and inspire some of their students to learn more about the possibles of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics careers that they say they could pursue. So now let's talk to Mrs. Weston to learn more about this event.
My name is Mrs. Weston. I teach AP Chemistry at the senior high school, and I am the Science Honor Society advisor. Why is it important to show students in Seneca Valley the career pathways and having the STEM alumni event? I think it relates to students because they are sitting where these students were just a few years ago. And so they can actually see themselves in the careers and having a variety of different experiences that these graduates are coming back to talk about gives them an idea of where they could be in just a few years. So we have students that are majoring in computer science, that are computer science people. We have business, we have chemists, we have people that are in pre-med, physician assistants, nursing. So a lot of the students that we have up here at the high school level that are in elective science classes, these are things that they want to do. So this allows them to network and be able to talk to people that have basically the same background that they have.
The science department had 50 alumni that covered a wide variety of pathways like biomedical engineering, neuroscience, aerospace engineering, artificial intelligence, nursing, biology, and much more.
After over a dozen excellent shows, the Seneca Valley concert season has officially wrapped. The senior high chorus concert was last Thursday. Some of the groups performing include the Magical Choir, Concert Choir, and the Seneca Valley Quintets. The concert had fan-favorite songs like Silent Night and Where Are You Christmas? Silent Night had been a tradition in chorus where the lights go dark and the chorus sings with only candlelight. This was a challenge for the choir because they couldn't see the conductor to direct them. Where Are You Christmas had a student accompaniment, Josh Freshley, and was conducted by IHS choir director Claire Barker. The chorus had fun working with him and Mrs. Barker, who also conducted the final chorus concert with her group on Tuesday.
Minnesota recently held a competition to adopt a new state flag. The proposition for the new state flag is the result of a long-standing disagreement between the citizens of various states and their state flag. Many are dissatisfied with the inadequate representation of their current flag. Minnesota legislators finally agreed to initiate the process of the adoption of a new state flag for the formation of a formal committee. This committee accepted dozens of proposed designs and went through the arduous process of narrowing down the finalist designs. After weeks of deliberation, ultimately the final design was chosen and created by Andrew Precker, a resident of the state. The to-be-adopted design features an 8-point star in the foreground, representative of the North Star in the sky, a symbol synonymous with the state, and the dark blue utilized intentionally is an oversimplified outline of the state of Minnesota itself. The colors showcase the symbolism of Minnesota's landscape and climate. Overall, many are pleased with the overall design chosen and hope to see a swift implementation of it.
The Seneca Valley School District hosted the 25th annual senior holiday event at the Intermediate High School Wednesday of this week. The festive holiday presentation was open to senior citizens living in the Seneca Valley school community. There were performances from the Seneca Valley Jazz Bands, Magical Singers, and Orchestra. The National Honor Society served a sit-down holiday meal in the school's cafeteria following the performances. In celebration of the 25th anniversary of this year's event, guests saw an exhibit of student artwork on display from grades 9 through 12, along with additional performances by the Ryan Gloyer Middle School Jazz Ensemble.
From something upbeat to something a bit more depressing for football fans. After the Steelers fell to 7-7 after losing the last 3 games, Coach Tomlin is ready to make changes as he says, quote, "Everything is on the table at this juncture. We cannot continue to play football like this," end quote. On Saturday's loss against the Colts, Mitch Trubisky threw for 169 yards and 2 interceptions. At the end of the game, Mason Rudolph, the third-string quarterback, was put in for the last few minutes, after Trubisky was benched. Mike Tomlin announced on Monday that Mason Rudolph will start at quarterback for the Steelers against the upcoming Cincinnati Bengals game set for Saturday at 4:30 p.m., which is a must-win game if they want to have a chance at making the playoffs.
Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green has been suspended indefinitely after a cheap shot on the court. Last week, Green and Phoenix Suns center Jusuf Nurkic got in a slight scuffle during a play, causing Green to spin around and slap Nurkic in the face. Green was then ejected from the game, marking it as his 20th for his career, only a mere 9 ejections away from the record for the NBA. The league decided to indefinitely suspend Green last Wednesday and set him to receive counseling. People around Green and the Warriors organizations say that Green has been understanding and willing to go through the process that will allow him to rejoin the team. The specifics of Green's counseling is not being released for respect of his privacy.
To update you on the Final Four volleyball tournament we discussed last week, Pitt lost to Nebraska and Texas beat Wisconsin. That means Nebraska and Texas competed for the national championship this past Sunday in Tampa, Florida. The number 5 seed beat the number 1 seed Texas Longhorns, have won the NCAA D1 girls volleyball tournament for the second year in a row. Nebraska swept Texas in 3 sets. The Longhorns won 25-22, 25-14, and 25-11. Nebraska is predicted to continue to be good for the next couple of years because most of their lineup this year were freshmen. However, many believe that they had a good chance to win this year, but they shockingly fell short. This match was completely unpredicted by critics, which is exciting. And now, on to one of our favorite topics to end the show with, Seneca Valley at the movies.
Premiering in theaters on January 12, 2024, the new Mean Girls movie is finally here. A musical remake of the original film in 2004, this new version will have many new songs, looks, and styles. Some things remain the same though, including the plotline, famous quotes, and the beloved Tim Meadows and Tina Fey. The two actors appeared in the original Mean Girls movie and are to be seen in the newest one. Tim Meadows played Principal Duval and Tina Fey played Miss Nurbury. The two are reprising the same roles from over a 20-year gap. Unfortunately, Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams will not be in the film, so the roles of Katie Heron and Regina George will be taken over by Andrea Rice and Renee Rapp. Renee Rapp had played Regina George in the Broadway musical version of Mean Girls and is ready to belt her heart out once again for this one-in-a-lifetime opportunity role. Many people are excited to see what director Samantha Jane has in store for this new movie.
Mom, go make snacks.
For sure.
And that's all we have for you tonight, Seneca Valley. See you
See you
next
in
year.
2024.